The new year, it's upon us. 2021 coming to a close and bring on 2022. And today I want to talk about choices. I started watching a little bit of Cobra Kai. I actually skipped ahead, watched some of the scenes, random spots. And there's one thing where Daniel LaRusso is always saying, you always have a choice. You always have a choice. And I love that line. You always have a choice. No matter where life took you, you always have a choice. Ray Kroc, he was in his 50s when he met the McDonald's brothers. I got my son there working on his Legos. Colonel Sanders, KFC. 65 when he started KFC. 65. Dave Thomas started Wendy's. Barely finished high school. He mentioned in his speech to a bunch of Harvard MBAs, hey, stay humble. I have Harvard MBAs who work for me. Humble. That's right, buddy, humble. So, my challenge to you, make a new choice. If you're unhappy with your life and where it is, or you're not quite where you want to be, maybe you're happy, but there's just something else you want to do, commit to doing that today. Don't wait for the stroke of midnight. Start now. Start with something. Put an idea down. Put a goal down. Start with that. Start with something and build it out. Build your personal plan for 2022 and tie it to where you want to be later on in life. What are your 5 and 10 year goals? Start with that. What always kept me razor focused when I was going through school, kept me out of bad influences, was my goal to go to West Point. That every decision I made from junior high all the way through high school was centered around, does this help me get to West Point? And one thing I did, especially my sophomore and junior year and first semester senior year, I didn't do a lot of social activities. Why? Well, I took my first SAT as a sophomore thinking this is be easy. I'm a 4.0 student. I would later take AP US history classes, AP math, and AP English. Yeah, it should be no big deal. Oh, I got my scores back. Horrendous, and I mean bad. We're talking triple digits. And we're not talking 900s either. Bad. So you know what I did? After digesting this news that they didn't give the wrong guy, I studied. I went to the library. They had those like Princeton Review books. Went through that. I went through workshops. I spent Saturdays doing that. Not them all with my friends, not doing activities, studying for the SAT. And the ACT for that matter. And I eventually would get a 1350 SAT. But that took work. And my ACTs were actually comparatively better. And there's a lot more about how the ACT, how that works better for some people than others and vice versa, but beyond the scope. The bottom line is I put the work in because my goal was West Point. And it was like, well, I can go to this party with my friends. Oh, someone's parents aren't home. I can go to the party. But I'm not getting to West Point. That's not going to help me get to West Point. That's the sacrifice it took. When I got ready to go to Special Forces Assessment and Selection course, I made it through because you know what I was doing? They give you this workout prep book. Like this is your workout plan to ensure your success for SFAS. So on Friday nights, I was putting on a rucksack and carrying these 50-gallon drums. And I'd be ruck marching with, carrying the drums in my hand, kind of reenacting pails of pain, one of the exercises in the SFAS course. That's what I did on Friday nights and Saturday nights. Ruck marching, running, long road marches, working out. Ruck marching was, I'm a relatively small guy, so I had to work at it. I knew the runs were going to be no problem for me, so I had to put the extra effort into the ruck marches, upping the weight, working my way up. That's what I had to do. I had to make sacrifices. I wasn't going to grab beer with the guys, and I made it through SFAS. That's what I had to do. The Q course is a different story and another time, but I made it through SFAS. I did the work. I put it in there. And actually, part of my Q course thing is I didn't put the body work in. I didn't have the same intensity I had then. That's the difference. The intensity I had for West Point, the intensity I had for SFAS was, and I look at what I'm doing now. Got a new startup. I'll be talking more about it in the coming year. We've had a degree of success with this product. I've dabbled a lot of entrepreneurial activities because I've taken the same intensity with this that I've taken to get into West Point. I actually look back on that. I had a little a thing where I was no longer going to be a data robot thanks to some company changes, which saw the CEO, co-founder, a bunch of us on the executive team on the outs. And it took me a while to digest, and thanks to mentorship, reaching out to people who could pull me out of the rut. I needed those people. My friend Jeremy was critical to this, to get me out of that, to get my mind focused, right back in. The same guy. I mean, Jeremy was like my Apollo Creed who came up to me, and I'm Rocky, I'm feeling sorry for myself, just got my butt kicked by B.A. Baracus. I'm not saying that's his A-team character, Clubber Lang. And he's Apollo Creed. Come on, you need that eye of the tiger back, the edge. That's what I did. We put together 2 business plans. One for a revamp of Invention Leadership and one for a new project that's coming out soon, a health tech company. Really excited about that. Just got a demo wrapped up there. And, you know, we got a new challenge, by the way. We have a kid on the way, a new baby girl, January 31st. But again, we didn't make excuses. We didn't say, oh, well, we're pregnant. We just got to put this business on show. No, we didn't. We worked through it. You know, we had to take some sacrifices. We had to take more of a longer view, a longer glide path view, longer runway, if you will. But we still had a plan. And we worked toward that plan. We worked in the constraints of what you had. You're always going to have constraints. Acknowledge your constraints and then figure out, how do I go beyond? That's what you got to do. So I challenged you today. Come up with your plan. Start now. What's the new thing you're going to commit to? What's the goal? Commit and make the plan. And then what are you going to stop doing? Maybe you need to cut out a bad influence in your life. That might be a family member or a friend. Who's bringing you down? Cut that person out. Do that. Commit to doing better. It's never too late. No matter where you were earlier in life, this is not where you need to be right now. Any moment, every minute is a chance to do something different, to take you on to the next path, to be where you want to be. Don't sit on the couch pointing fingers. If you're not where you are, you need to be staring at the mirror, because that's the person responsible for you not being where you want to be. Pick it up. Have a plan. Put it on paper. Have an accountability partner. Seek out people who can help you stay on track and give you that right advice. It takes a team. You know, Hillary Clinton famously said it takes a village. Yeah, for yourself, it takes I have sort of an informal team of advisors, friends, colleagues, associates, people who help me, and using them and helping you and helping others. Commit to a new you. Commit to a new year. Let's end 2021 in style, and let's get ready to kick off 2022. Thank you for watching.